Hey everybody, Stephen Butler from McElveen Buick GMC again. Just checking in with you guys on our little McElveen Hummer EV road trip here. For those of you who haven't watched our prior interviews, what we're basically doing is we flew into Green Bay, Wisconsin yesterday afternoon. You know, we had secured this Hummer EV. We picked it up and we started our trip yesterday afternoon back down to Charleston, South Carolina. So from the northern part of Wisconsin to Charleston, South Carolina, I think when all's said and done, we're probably going to log around 1,100 miles or so in that trip. And yesterday afternoon we passed through Chicago, the Windy City, in rush hour traffic, and got to see how the an hour of stop and go affected the Hummer EV in the range here. We went through Indiana and Kentucky, and if you've ever driven through Indiana or Kentucky, then there's not much to talk about there. And now we're in the part that I look forward to the most on this trip. It's the Interstate 40 that stretch between Knoxville, Tennessee, and Asheville, Hendersonville area, North Carolina. The Great Smoky Mountains, and this Interstate 40 is just a nice, windy, mountain road with a lot of S turns, a lot of grade, elevation changes with grade, and I kind of get to see what that does, to the range on the battery. What I've seen so far is obviously the climbs really draw a lot of power from the battery, but I'll have more on that. So anyway, it's been a great trip so far. I've learned a lot about the vehicle and the charging process, and on this trip I've tried to stop at different charging vendors so that I can kind of compare them to each other, their strengths or weaknesses, what I thought of each of them. You've got a good amount of them out there. The most common ones I've run into so far, obviously, GM partnered EVgo. You have Electrify America, you have ChargePoint, and I've tried them all. And when I get home and I kind of summarize the trip, I'll be able to give my thoughts and feedback on all of them. So we're almost home. Only about, I think, 3 hours left before we're back to beautiful Charleston, South Carolina. And just stay tuned. Again, like us, follow us on Facebook. Also, shout out to the guys on the GMC Hummer EV page on Facebook. If you're a Hummer EV guy and you haven't started following that group, I suggest you do. A lot of great information comes out on there. And again, like us, follow us on Facebook, and look forward to more updates from us as we kind of summarize the trip, and I give a lot of feedback on what I learned, what I think about the Hummer EV, long distance travel, all that good stuff. So hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you later.